Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Rajesh Singh, Deputy Librarian from University of Delhi. Today I am going to talk on Public Library and Society from the paper Public Library. Friends, from religion and rituals to research and development, from education and training to political and economic development, from health and hygiene to business and industry, and from environmental protection to national defense. Every social activity of our modern society is institutionalized. Among the different types of institutions evolved by our society in modern times, public libraries are the most popular as they acquire, process, organize, and disseminate recorded information in various kinds of documents free of cost to the society at large. You may understand public library as a social institution of basic learning, which has got a mission of providing collection and services to meet information need of the community at large. It serves as a local gateway to information and knowledge and provides conditions for lifelong learning, community development, and independent decision making by an individual or by a group. A public library has a social mission of providing information for education, for leisure, and for recreation. The UNESCO Manifesto has declared that the public library is concerned with the refreshment of man's spirit by the provision of books for relaxation and pleasure. Thus, public library and its multiple services are essential to achieve all-round social development, improve the quality of social life, preserve and disseminate the cultural heritage of society in its multiple forms. It is equally essential for economic development. Friends, you know that our Indian society is of multilingual and multicultural nature. And in such a society, a sense of respect, a sense of regard for other linguistics and cultural group is essential. It is essential to strengthen the unity in diversity. Friends, the objectives of this module is to study the factors which are responsible for growth and development of public libraries and describe its role as a social institution. The objective is also to provide an understanding of public library as a social institution. Friends, the objectives of this module is to provide an understanding of public libraries as a social institution. This module also attempts to describe the factors which were responsible for growth and development of public libraries. It also provides an understanding of the development of public libraries in our country, India. It also provides an idea of governmental initiatives for development of public libraries in 5-year plan programs in our country. It also describes the role of public library as a social institution. Factors responsible for growth of public libraries. The public libraries which we find today have been developed in centuries. The early traces of library in society are found to be of religious institutions. The monastic libraries, cathedral libraries, and parish libraries of United Kingdom are some of the examples. Later on, various private libraries, book clubs, subscription libraries, social libraries, mercantile libraries, Mechanics Institute libraries, and school district public libraries were established in UK and USA in 18th and 19th century. These libraries were started mostly with voluntary efforts and had limited financial provisions to meet information need of the society and could not sustain for a longer period. However, these libraries were able to create library awareness and spread the importance of libraries in society. There are various other factors which have helped in the growth and development of public libraries worldwide. These are invention of printing, spread of universal education, spread of literacy, advancement in science and technology, fruitful utilization of leisure, role of philanthropy, library acts, and copyright facilities. When we talk about invention of printing, one thing which has the highest order of impact on the growth and development of public libraries is invention of printing. Prior to ink, paper and printing, small libraries of manuscripts existed but in personal capacity. Production of books were time consuming and costly. The invention of ink, paper and printing by the Chinese, improved by the Arabs and perfected later by Europeans, have helped production of books in large numbers and in less time, and better in quality and at lesser cost. These inventions have directly contributed in the growth and development of public libraries. Spread of universal education. The spread of education in masses to progress through collective efforts and contribute to the national progress has helped the development of public libraries to a great extent. The public libraries were established to support lifelong self-education in various walks of life. Spread of literacy. The spread of literacy ratio worldwide has also contributed to the development of public libraries. The increasing number of literate and new literate citizens have emphasized the demand for establishment of libraries for easy access to books and other reading materials to satisfy the urge of knowledge. Advancement in science and technology. Science and technology never stand still. It always advances. The advancement in science and technology have contributed greatly to all walks of human life, including the libraries. In fact, it owes to the libraries and contributes to its development and strengthening. Libraries support reading and research, and all researchers in realms of books, journals, and other carrier of information have supported the development of libraries. The advancement in science and technology has provided further improvements in information communication technology, audiovisual materials, and electronic information storage capacity. The mass media like radio, film, television, and electronic media like tapes, cassettes, discs, and internet has made it possible to provide easy, quick, and free access to information. Thus, advancement in science and technology has greatly contributed in the growth and development of public libraries. Fruitful utilization of leisure. Healthy and fruitful utilization of leisure is a matter of great importance in community life. Public libraries are the most important social institution where all the people of the community could spend their leisure time fruitfully. They also cater to the recreational needs of its users by providing suitable reading materials like novels, storybooks, another form of literature, work of arts, books of travels, biographies, magazines and newspapers, etc. Thus, public libraries as a social place for leisure reading have contributed a lot in community life. This role of public libraries has greatly impacted all the plans and policies of social development and contributed to the growth and development of public libraries as a social institution in turn. Role of philanthropy. Philanthropists and enlightened leaders like parliamentarians and other political leaders, industrialists, and eminent educationists who had faced challenges in getting education and knowledge came forward to support public libraries by providing money, building, books, etc. to establish and develop libraries for the general public as a means of self-education. For example, William Ewart, a parliamentarian, strived for the 1850 Act of UK. Andrew Carnegie, an industrialist and philanthropist, donated nearly £2 million during 1900 to 1912 for public libraries building. John Jacob Astor, a businessman, bequeathed $400,000 for the establishment of New York Public Library. Library Acts and Copyright Facilities. Library Acts have provisions of free delivery of all published materials to designated public libraries, has also contributed greatly to the development of public libraries worldwide. For example, the 1850 Act, the 1964 Act and the British Library Act 1972 of United Kingdom, the Library Services Act 1956 amended in 1964 and renamed as the Library Services and Construction Act of USA, the Delivery of Books and Newspaper Act 1954 amended in 1976 of India, and library legislation in Indian states. All these acts and legislations facilitated well-organized library services with steady and permanent source of finance and contributed to the growth and development of public libraries. Thus, public libraries evolved and developed worldwide along with growth in education, literacy, and publication. The development was also supported by renowned philanthropists, political leaders, library acts, and legislations. Development of public libraries in India. You have already seen the factors responsible for the evolution and growth of public libraries. It arose worldwide with growth in education, literacy, publication, advancement in science and technology, and with support of philanthropist and library acts. In India, the development of public libraries could broadly be grouped under pre-independence, post-independence, 5-year plans, and National Knowledge Commission. In pre-independence, the growth and development of public libraries can be traced back to the 6th century AD. The famous Nalanda University in Bihar had its own magnificent library with a massive collection of manuscripts covering the universe of knowledge. Other ancient universities like Taxila and Bikramshila also had valuable libraries. The Mughal period gave a further stimulus to the growth of libraries. The period of Emperor Babur, Humayun, and Akbar is known for establishment of many new libraries and strengthening the existing one. The name of Maharaja Savai Man Singh of Jaipur, Maharaja Ranjit Singh of Punjab, and Maharaja of Tanjore is remembered with appreciation in the history of library services in India. The famous Saraswati Mahal Library, started in the 17th century AD by Maharaja of Tanjore, remains a unique institution in its nature of collection and services. These early libraries, established by the kings and major capitalists, functioned like private institutions, and the admission was limited. These were not public libraries in the true sense of the term and did not provide free books for all. The Calcutta Public Library was established in the year 1835. Lord Curzon transformed the Calcutta Public Library into the Imperial Library in the year 1906 and was later developed into the National Library of India in the year 1949. The first All India Public Library Conference was held at Madras in 1934. Post-independence. The public library scene in India improved considerably during the post-independence period. The most remarkable development in the field of public libraries was the establishment of Delhi Public Library. It was founded in the year 1951 as the first UNESCO Public Library pilot project under the joint auspices of UNESCO and Government of India. Besides, the enactment of public library legislation in some states contributed to the improvement of public libraries after independence. The Government of India appointed a committee in 1957 under the chairmanship of Dr. A.P. Sinha to report on the status of public library development in country. Another positive step taken by the Government of India was the establishment of the Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library Foundation at Calcutta in the year 1972. This was founded with defined objectives of library development in general and rural library development in particular. It provides financial assistance to public libraries in the form of matching grants. During the last 3 decades, the Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library Foundation has assisted more than 500 libraries, including many in rural areas. At another important initiative was set up of a committee in the year 1985 under the chairmanship of Professor D.P. Chattopadhyay. The committee was set up to formulate national policy on library and information systems known as NAPLIS. The committee submitted its report in May 1986. Further empowered committees and working groups were constituted to study the recommendations of NAPLIS and suggest ways and means to implement it. However, none of the major recommendations of NAPLIS related to public libraries have been implemented yet. Public libraries and 5-year plans. For all-round and all-inclusive development of the country, the Government of India has initiated 5-year plans. Certain provisions have also been made for development of public libraries in these 5-year plans. In the first 5-year plan, from 1951 to 1956, the policy for educational development included a proposal for improvement of library services. It envisioned a countrywide network of libraries coordinated by National Central Library at New Delhi. Funds were allocated to set up a national network of libraries during the second 5-year plan, 1956 to 1961. During the third 5-year plan period, 1961 to 1966, the central government assistance to the states was minimized and financial assistance for establishing state and central libraries, district central libraries, and block libraries were abandoned. It has been a major setback for the development of public libraries in India. However, during this plan period, the 4 national libraries were established at Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. During the fourth plan period, 1969 to 1974, nothing substantial for the development of public libraries was done. The adult education program was the hallmark of fifth five-year plan period 1974 to 1979. The program was to be supported by a network of libraries at all levels. Steps were taken to strengthen states, district, block, and village level libraries. The sixth plan from 1980 to 1985 emphasized establishing a network of rural public libraries to sustain literacy and disseminate information to rural areas. The most important development during seventh plan since 1985 to 1990 was the adoption of National Literacy Mission in 1986, which emphasized the education of women and the establishment of rural libraries. During the eighth plan, 1992 to 1997, the Central Reference Library Kolkata was proposed to recognize into the National Bibliographical and Documentation Center, and the Delhi Public Library set up two new libraries in its service areas. During the ninth five-year plan, 1997 to 2002, funds for modernization and computerization were provided to National Library Kolkata, Delhi Public Library, and Central Secretariat Library, Delhi, Kannemara Library, Chennai, Saraswati Mahal Library, Tanjore, and the State Central Library, Mumbai. In the 10th plan period 2002 to 2007, further modernization using latest developments in information technology of central and public libraries was undertaken. In the 11th plan period 2007 to 2012, greater momentum and funding to the library movement in the country has been given and the National Mission on Libraries launched. The development of public libraries in the 8th plan includes rural public libraries and provision for handicapped and underprivileged in district libraries. An additional allocation of rupees 100 crore has been provided in budget 2009-10 for strengthening of major public libraries. Friends, now let us discuss National Knowledge Commission, popularly known as NKC. It was set up on 13th June 2005 by the Government of India with a challenging mandate to transform India into the 21st century and in a knowledge society. NKC was set up to advise the government on matters relating to knowledge creation, knowledge dissemination, and knowledge application within the diversity of our country, India. National Knowledge Commission has created working group on libraries, which has made following 10 major recommendations on libraries. Number 1, to set up a national mission on libraries. Number 2, prepare a national census of all libraries. Number 3, revamp library and information science education, training and research facilities. Number 4, to reassess staffing of all the libraries. Number 5, to set up a central library fund. Number 6, modernize library management. Number 7, encourage greater community participation in library management. And the next one is promote information communication technology application in all libraries, facilitate donations and maintenance of private collection, encourage public-private partnership in development of library and information services. Now friends, let us discuss the role of public libraries as a social institution. Public library is a social institution of basic learning, having a mission which involves in the collection, processing, preservation, and dissemination of recorded information in various formats to meet information needs of local community. It serves as a local gateway to information and knowledge and provides conditions for lifelong learning, community development, and individual growth. It provides an inspiration space, a learning space, a meeting space, and a performative space to the society. As a social institution, public libraries play important role in the following realms. Public libraries play important role in education. Public libraries play important role in community information center. They play important role in preservation and promotion of culture. They play important role in religion and spiritual activities. Public libraries play important role in knowledge economy and multicultural society. Education. The public libraries play very important role in fostering the intellectual development of society at large. They support both formal and non-formal education systems of our society. They are considered as people's university and serve as a center for self-education and lifelong learning. They are considered to be an intellectual powerhouse which strives to fulfill and meet the educational needs of public through varied resources and services. As a center for self-education, public libraries facilitate educational opportunities to working groups of the society. They provide materials to different working groups relating to their fields of specialization, activities, professions, and occupation, and help them to become better informed and educated in their areas of work and increase their work efficiency. Thus, public libraries greatly contribute to the society. Besides, public libraries provide educational opportunities to children, physically handicapped, and even to illiterates. All public libraries have a children's section where educational resources for children are organized and served. Many public libraries, such as Delhi Public Library, have a special Braille section to facilitate education to visually disabled individuals of the society. The National Library for Blinds, Dehradun, is at another example. Public libraries also facilitate education to illiterates by organizing newspaper readings and educational materials in audio-visual media. Community Information Center. Public libraries play an important role of disseminating information as per needs to all its clienteles. It acquires, processes, and organizes information and knowledge contained in books and other materials to support the information needs of the teachers, the students, the researchers, the administrators, the entrepreneurs, the individuals, the industrials and business manager, the artisan, the farmer for the fruitful pursuit of their respective vocation. It serves as a community information center. A dynamic information infrastructure in the form of public library is essential for all-round socio-economic development of the community. A public library serves as information center for specialized sources of information. For example, a rural public library collects and organizes information for dissemination to the local community in the area of employment, opportunities, public utility services, facilities provided by social welfare agencies, programs of development departments, etc. A farmer apprised of the programs and policies of the government is able to acquire agricultural loan from bank, purchase quality seeds, purchase advanced agricultural equipments, etc. The local public library functions as an important center in promoting developmental activities like construction of roads, dams and canals, construction of houses for weaker section, establishment of cottage and village industries, etc. They play significant role in popularization of science and technology and disseminate legal information relating to family laws, property laws, etc. The local public library collection is primarily in local language of the area. They also organize various forms of performing arts. Thus, a local public library functions as a community information center. Preservation and promotion of culture. Culture is an important pivotal point for identity creation. The public library contributes to cultural activities of high quality and considerable breadth, and it provides the framework for meaningful meetings between the users. The public library is society's last non-commercial meeting place which the majority of the population use. A public library preserves the cultural heritage of the human race as represented by the books and other documents in its collection. It regularly identifies and collects cultural materials of importance available in its jurisdiction. They may be work of art or sculpture, paintings, musical instruments, literary documents, etc. In short, a public library goes in search of all such materials, collects and preserves them, which links the people of the locality with its cultural past. In Western countries like UK and USA, public libraries have separate sections known as local history collection, which kindles a sense of pride and achievement in the people of locality. Thus, it preserves the cultural heritage of the society. A public library also promotes the cultural heritage in its hold by lending active support to many socio-cultural groups such as children's club, youth forum, literary groups, dramatic clubs, film society and various associations, etc. to conduct their activities through its premises or through its rich, informative cultural materials. It also organizes cultural programs like music concerts, dances, dramas, paintings, etc. and enriches the cultural life of the community. Religion and spiritual activities. Public libraries hold a good collection of inspirational, spiritual and religious books to meet the requirements of its clientele. Particularly, the inspirational and spiritual collection play a very important role in the social structure and individual upliftment. Such collections inspire people to high ideals in life and inculcate values in them and facilitate social integration. The worldwide growth of early libraries started with the religious collections. The monastic libraries, cathedral libraries, and parish libraries started the evolution and development of libraries in UK. Similarly, during colonial period in USA, the early libraries had mainly the religious books in its collection. However, these libraries were mainly private collections and not the public libraries in true sense of the term. But these libraries were instrumental in the evolution and development of public libraries. Thus, religion has played an important role in the evolution and development of public libraries. The public libraries, in turn, are still holding good collection of religious books to support the religious needs of the community. Well, friends, now let us discuss the role of public libraries in knowledge economy. Public libraries are a living force for popular education, culture, information, and all-round development of society at large. Public libraries are essential agents for fostering socio-economic development, and they act as community knowledge center and support the knowledge economy. Public libraries and multicultural society. Public library is an important instrument of putting in practice the fundamental human rights of equal access to information for the rich and the poor, women and men, handicapped and the healthy, people from the city and the country, minorities and the majorities. It facilitates free exchange of information, unimpeded betterment of knowledge, and free development of ideas. You could easily find public libraries providing equal opportunity of education and learning with its spatial collection in the form of braille print, audiobooks, e-text, and by provision of latest ICT equipments to the handicapped and disabled persons. Public library support lifelong learning, independent decision making, and intellectual development. It satisfies the cultural needs of all without exception, offers active use of free time, promotes social integration at local level, supports development of local communities, disseminates human knowledge, and protects cultural heritage. The public libraries are thus intensively involved in multicultural issues. To make the people erudite, civilized, and cultured, it requires an effective educational system which is largely dependent on abundant reading materials. If they are to be at the disposal of the whole population across the society, public libraries are inevitable. The public libraries are catering to all possible needs of the community. They are a natural intercultural meeting point, a place where people can communicate freely and learn about each other, and where members of ethnic and national minorities can learn about the majority society. Future of public libraries. The public libraries are likely to be very valuable in the ICT enabled multicultural knowledge society for planning and development of community based culture, organize and disseminate digitized cultural heritage in multimedia format, and community based economic development. The public libraries of future will have wide social impact on both individuals and local communities. The amount of information available in public domain on internet will grow, and much of it will be of questionable value and accuracy. The public library will have to play an increasingly significant role in providing information literacy skills to enable people to select, assess, and use the public domain information that best meet their needs. The use of internet will increase as a complement to and not a substitute for public library use. They will continue to be welcoming places for community, both real and virtual, and will collaborate and work more systematically with partners, including private organizations and government, to integrate newcomers and socially marginalized people, and will continue to serve as informal system of learning to the society at large. Now let us summarize the topic public library and society. Public library is the most popular institution evolved by society in modern times. It acquires, processes, organizes, and disseminates information recorded in various kinds of documents, free of cost to the society at large. It functions as a local gateway to information and knowledge and provides opportunities for lifelong learning. Public libraries and its multiple services are essential for all-round social and economic development. Public libraries have been developed in centuries. The development of early libraries has started with religious institutions. The early libraries were started with volunteer efforts and were able to create library awareness among the masses. When we talk about the Indian society, it is of multilingual and multicultural nature, and a complete public library system is very essential to strengthen the unity in diversity. In our country, the development of public library was very slow in pre-independence India. But in the post-independent India, Government of India has constituted various committees and commissions to strengthen the public library services in the country. Ample resources and suitable plans have also been developed during 5-year plans to provide strengthen and public library system and services in the country. Friends, public library is a social institution which provides an inspiration space, a learning space, a meeting space, and a performative space to the entire society. With the advancement in ICT, public libraries are very important in multicultural knowledge society for all-round community development. Public libraries need to play an important and increasingly significant role in facilitating information in both real as well as virtual environment. Thank you, friends. Thanks for joining the session. Thank you very much.